Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. How's everybody doing? We've got off the guy in the house. What's up, brother? Bob's in the house. How you doing, my friend? Welcome everybody. A brand new week. My computer's buffering. Hope it didn't freeze up. Carlo, what's happening, my friend? Hope everybody's doing good. Another beautiful day down here in Phoenix. Only about, I don't know, 106, 108. Something like that, on the verge of being cold for the locals. Anyways, hope everybody had themselves a great weekend. I had a good weekend. And if you're not for sure exactly what the thumbnail was all about, the guy that I was rebuilding that 21 for, or getting it fixed up, we did decide to do a trade. He liked the amount of power and the things that I was able to do with the Willie King that, you know, that old 21 just wouldn't quite do because it's just not as strong. So we came to terms. It's a little pricey, but it's just some trading of some stuff. So what's up, Lotus? How you doing, brother? Welcome back. But yeah, so he wants the Willie King, but I'm gonna paint him up a fresh body. So we'll get into all that. Of course, we're not gonna be complete, excuse me, with this tonight, but we will go over the basically what the trade itself is, which body that he wants, and all that good stuff. So, with that being said, let's. Well, where my needle nose go? Ready? My phone is going ape shit. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that offering. Yeah, so I finally get myself a 21. It's clean. We ran it this weekend. It runs great. I mean, it's a little slow compared to what I'm used to, but very nice truck. Now that it's ran, it's pretty much just gonna sit there on the shelf looking pretty. Lynn Duck, what's up? So he's gonna do the trade with you, yes sir. Yeah, at first I don't think that he wanted to, and I left it alone. I didn't keep hounding him about it. But once I pulled this guy out, and you know, you can hear the difference, see the difference. That, and I think part of it, as you guys saw last week when we was replacing those one-way bearings. Man, get off of there. Quit being stupid. Get. As you guys saw, those one-way bearings look like they're cheap ones off of Amazon, and of course, before I even got it started, the one I put in just completely fell apart. Wheels fell into the bearing itself. Wouldn't grab the shaft at all, so I swapped it out real quick. Put the second one that he had in there, and we got it started, got it running, and then it died, and tried to get it started again, and that one way broke again. So I think that was also a part of it, which it's just a matter of getting the right parts. But I think he liked the power of this. Of course, he didn't. Which, and I don't blame his body's beat up, but he didn't want the El Camino. We decided on the GT3 shell. And he threw out 3 different colors, but I think he settled on orange. So I'm going to do a custom paint job for him. He wanted orange with blacked out windows. Alright, that's gonna look pretty good. So yep, I'm happy. He likes the high voltage LiPo servo setup. And these servos, they're pretty decent. But I have to look at the Savage servo that's in the steering. It's got some tape around the wires, and I don't want it to look like I'm giving him some janky stuff, so I might swap it out. We'll see, but basically I told him I wanted to tear it down and make it right for him. It's been a while since it's been cleaned up. I didn't want to just give him a dirty ass truck that could use a refreshing, so he was cool with that. Putting the old Futaba controller in it. Let's see what else. And then gonna get like a cheap charger, probably another what is it called, the IMAX B6. And mine's lasted me like 8+ years, so seems like a pretty good charger. And it needs a new glow stick, so, or glow igniter, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna get everything set up for him, and yeah, we made a deal. Told him his tires are kind of old. He said he was good with these tires, so if they crap out, we'll just order him a new set of something, probably something aftermarket. Yeah, there's a reason that I wasn't really wanting to give him these. So these wheel hexes were kind of spun in here, and I ended up gluing them in. But again, I don't want it to look like I'm giving him something janky. So I'll talk to him about it, see if he really wants to do these or if he wants to go with a different option. He's been watching the show, so maybe he'll see this, and we'll conversate about it. But we spent about 3 hours or so learning how to start it, fixing it, tuning it, running up and down the road. Neighbor kids come out and was watching. They were all kinds of happy and excited. So it was a good time. I was just glad that he liked the power of these big blocks. Oh, and yesterday I successfully boiled off 2 tires. I had multiple ones where the rims were stripped. 2 of them, the rubber was weak enough that I ended up just tearing it up, trying to fix it. Yeah, this is another one that's glued in. I mean, they've held up. I just don't want to feel like I'm giving them used trash. What is that? Jester and Angel? Jester and Angel, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Might have seen you in here before. I think I've seen you on Hybrid's channel. Anyways, either way, welcome to the show. Yeah, and this one here, it's split a little bit. Took this off of one of my new acquisitions that I got over the summer. But yeah, I had a few of them where the tires were bad, so I peeled them off, and I got good rims. And then the rims were bad, so I boiled the tires off. And anyways, I took 4 and made 2. I know it doesn't sound like a very good ratio, but sometimes with these old rubber and plastic wheels, you know, it is what it is. You get what you get. Anyways, we took the engine apart like last week or whatever it was, 2 weeks ago. So we know the engine's good. I'm not going to take it apart. I may put a little bit of afterburner oil in it. We're going to take it out. Basically, go through the electronics, make sure the servos are good or replace them. I need to see how the diffs are doing. So anyways, I finally got my 21 and didn't have to break the seal on the box to do it. So I'm happy. Happy. Yes, sir, got the trade done. I told him I wanted to rebuild this before I gave it to him. I don't want to give him something that needs some work. And it really doesn't need a lot of work. I just want to go through it and make sure that everything's in good shape before I hand it over. Yes, sir. Very nice. Thank you. And he's been watching the show and checking out some videos. Seems like he's enjoying the hobby, and kind of like we were discussing last week. It doesn't seem like he's really like been in the hobby much, but he likes it. I think these trucks screaming around the other day. He was pretty impressed, and seems like it's something that he wants to get into. Let's see. Everything on this was working beautifully. Like I said, I want to clean it up a little bit and make sure like the diffs are good. And I wanted to check the tires out. It looks like we need some new tires on it. I'm gonna see if he wants the newer Savage tires. I got them sitting over there. I'll grab them in a little bit. Like that newer. Don't kick me out. Yeah, Offa's got a itchy trigger finger. So don't act a fool. I'm just messing, but let's see if he wants those the newer model, not the newest, but the ones that come on the Warlock rims. I don't know what you call them. Let's see here. What do we want to do first? We're just gonna keep trying to get this engine out. Man, this thing was screaming. This setup is so freaking loud. With this Dynamite 28 on that stock pipe. Texas Aggie, what's up? Is that a 25? Yes, sir. This is a 25 with the Dynamite 28 on it. And there's a couple of them that I had gotten that like had 21 stuff on it, just no engine. I'm pretty sure this is a 25. I don't know how to tell the difference between the two. 25s and 21s look the same. 21s had red shocks, yellow lights. But pretty much everything else, for the most part, was the same. I don't know if the transmission cases were different on them. I'm pretty sure everything else was about the same. If I'm wrong, correct me. You've been warned. Off to be nice. It's like the guy walking around with the cow prod, that zaps them, and just itching to stab somebody and zap them. Yeah, and this Dynamite 28, I mean, it might have just over a gallon. I'd say anywhere between a gallon and a half to 2 gallons of fuel on it. Just about every time that I've run it, it has been on camera, except for this weekend, running it for him. Thought about getting the camera out, but we had so much going on, just trying to show him different things and talking about different things. Just didn't get the camera out, but I told him if he had any issues with it for the year that I'm here, I will help him fix it. And if it's something simple, we'll just get it taken care of. But of course, if he runs it into a tree or whatever, like, he can buy the parts and I'll gladly fix it up for him. Help him with his tuning it. Try and get him spun up on tuning before my time is up here. It's pretty funny watching new people run these, because if you don't do your steering just right, I mean, it gets pretty hairy, and in one turn, slow down, do just minor adjustments to the steering, because you will crash it. And he didn't really crash, but he had some moments where scared me. It was like watching myself in the beginning. So, but it's been a while since I've been around somebody that's totally new at it and watching them try to handle it. But it was good times. So yeah, we only ran, well, that was all we ran through this. Bearings in here. Bearings are good. Filter's still clean. I mean, this thing's just ready to go. My 25SS has purple shocks. Yes, that is correct. I remember the one I traded off to Big John D. Going through all the parts in there, that came with purple shocks or purple springs. I have purple springs. I think they're on one of my vehicles. I think I even have like a couple extra purple springs. But yeah, like the red ones came on the 21s, and then I'm pretty sure they went to the black. And then like the purple came out the SS. I think there was different ones that came out with different sets. But then they had like blue, green, red, purple, black. Like you could choose from all of them. They are the same, minor differences. Yes, sir, Texas. Joking, bro. You don't have to hide. Yeah, you scared WLB into not talking, man. What the hell? How's that brake disc looking? Brake disc looks pretty good. Like, I don't know how much, if any, work we need to do with the diffs. I mean, hell, I rebuilt them, packed them with grease, and then, we've only put, like I said, about a gallon, maybe a gallon and a half on this. I think we're just going to take the brush and do some cleaning. I think Rob's still on call. Yeah, he might be on call tonight. This thing's got all kinds of these, I don't know what you call these. Look like little cat tails or, I don't know, whatever they are. Probably got a different name no matter where you're at. I wish I'd have brought my compressor back with me. I almost did. Thinking about just getting like a small plug-in one. I got a outlet in the back of my truck, so it's not like I need a generator or nothing. I don't know if I said this last week, but I found out that I think I did say this. It sounds like our race season is going to start a little bit late this year because they got to go to the Worlds down in Texas. So instead of starting the first week or last week of September, it's going to be a couple more weeks into October. But kind of excited for race season. I say kind of, like I'm really excited for race season. But it is fun getting back with the Savages here. Plus all the other monster trucks I'm working on. I swear I was going to start working on that Warhead, but since we're doing this trade and I wanted to get this truck ready, I'm going to hold off another week on the Warhead. I think I got everything that I need. I think I got the last pieces that I need for the LST as well. What's going on, Lee? Welcome to the show, brother. Hope you're having yourself a good Monday. I'm Duck Ass NITRO Addiction. Do you have issue with exhaust residue getting on your brake disc pads and causing the brakes to not work? No. Usually I don't. I haven't noticed it. I was playing around with the brakes because they work so well. Like it'll do an endo or whatever you call it, a stoppie. So I have to back them off a little bit so it doesn't grip and flip. Trying to think. So, like the plastic in here. Oh damn. Yep. So that's why I started digging into things. See where that brake screw right there goes into the plastic. I think you guys will be able to see that crack. Yeah, that's why I like to tear into things and check everything because I don't want this being a problem. I know I've got another one here somewhere. I got a whole bunch of these parts back at the house. I need to just ship them all out here. But no, yeah, if you get a little bit of oil on there, it could take a minute to completely burn it off to get your brakes to work good. just make sure, like, when you're cleaning or, oiling up your bearings or, whatever the case is, just, yeah, try to keep that clean. Because, like, your exhaust hangs on this side, like, hangs down and basically goes back and gets everything on the back end dirty all the way down the side. I've never had it come in here and get the brakes. Not that I could think of, anyways. But there's, like I said, there's multiple things that could cause that. And I don't know if you found oil on it, then, it came from somewhere, of course. But if you're not for sure, it could even just be that it's loose, because there's that little cam inside of here, and where this shaft pushes that cam out and pinches those pads, sometimes that hole gets kind of wallered out, and then it won't put enough pressure on there. So that'd be something to check as well, unless, like I said, you're actually finding oil on it. Oops. What's up, JW? How you doing, brother? Get my stuff ready for that next day that it is under 100 degrees. I ran a little on Saturday, and I need to make a couple of changes. Yeah, it's been pretty warm. Just gotta get out there early. Put a couple hours in, and then go home and take a nap. I took care of most of the crap. Yeah, Travis, if take a picture of your setup. Let me check it out. 'Cause if you're getting a bunch of oil there, I mean, that's just weird. I can't think of that ever happening to me. Doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. Just not something that I've dealt with. No, he's a pretty nice guy that I went and met. He seems to be pretty interested in it, and look forward to doing some more Savage running with him. Let's see. Ass over front. Polish wheel. Yeah, it's no fun when you're on concrete and trying not to flip it over and destroy the head. But yeah, it was on asphalt, and I kept trying to get this thing to pop some wheelies, and it was just spinning the tires. Because I was trying to show them, the power of this engine, and I just couldn't get it to do the wheelie. But I could see the wheels spinning. I'm pretty sure that was the problem. Let's see, never had a problem with it, just saw a Savage guy run exhaust out the back of his, and he said he just did it for that reason and to keep oil off the Savage. I mean, yeah, you're gonna cover the side of your Savage, it gets your wheels, it gets your, the rims, all up and down the arms there, the shocks. It will cover your truck in literal crap. But I've never gotten the brakes. I've never had that issue. Because I mean, hell, the stinger hangs down about here, and the brakes right here. I mean, it'll run all down the side, and it hits in the back of the truck. But yeah, I haven't had any issues with it getting on the brake pads, so should be good. Do some more looking around here before we replace that transmission. Chassis a little scuffed on the bottom, but it looks straight. Yeah, this truck is a beast. And the fact that I have like at least 3 more of those Dynamite 28s, I don't mind giving it up. Like, I didn't think he was literally gonna jump out and want this one. I was just taking it for an example. But I wanted that 21, so I wasn't gonna argue. You gotta spend money to make money. I think that's most of it. I'm gonna grab my trash can and get this cleaned up real quick. Yeah, Jim's RC fun. Yeah, I figured that's who he's talking about. Exhaust tube out the back to keep most of the oil residue off the entire truck. He's gonna do. So it seems like he always has a pretty good tune on it, but just from running those little stingers, those little rubber boots on the end, even like JP was saying, it seems like it affects your tune. I wonder how much that long tube running out the back affects his tune. Seems like he always has it tuned pretty well, but I wonder how much difference there is than just running it normal. Oop. Let me get this mess cleaned up real quick. It's driving me nuts. Like a vacation with the family. Do you already have the truck that you traded for? Yes, sir. It was that 21 I was working on last week. Do you want to see it? Old man RC, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Long time no see. But it looks like the one thing I really need to do to this is change out this transmission case. Pretty sure Yeah, because this is just a two-piece. You have to take it out completely. It doesn't have it to where the top comes off. Pretty sure I got another one of these. I'll be right back. I just need to go grab one. What luck. This one's already open and everything. Let's see, been busy making videos and been doing a lot of raining in Ohio. Oh yeah. Suave Cash, what's up? Can you swap a Savage X-Trans internals into a 21 case? I've never tried it. Maybe. Yeah, this thing here needs a good cleaning, and like the internals look a lot alike, but I don't know. I've never tried it. Alright. We're gonna drop in and say hello to everyone. Gotta get ready for work. Alright, brother. Appreciate you. Have yourself a good night, man. Good seeing you again. Is they're interchangeable. I was thinking they might be, but I've never tried it, so I didn't wanna give a bad answer. I think I says my buddy the Bug 404 was talking with me on the phone one night. I asked what he thought of dual exhaust on the T-Max. He laughed at me. So I sent him a video. He was shocked. Of the from the dual exhaust. I don't know that I've ever even had one of those dual exhaust setups. Pretty sure this setup came. Got a little rust in there, so save that gear for backup. So I don't know how much of this you're wanting to swap out. Some of this does look a little different. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to actually pull one out to give you a for sure answer, but Lee says that they will. This thing's got a 52 tooth on it. That was a torquey son of a gun there. Some people say they're going to lean on it. Oh, with the dual exhaust? Yeah, the first time the Bug ever commented on one of my videos, I did a video of the restringing the pull start, and he said it was a good video, and he said he had a couple, or he had one on his channel as well. Other than that, I hadn't really talked to the bug much. I think we're friends on Facebook though, in one of the RC forums. What's going on, Terry? How you doing, brother? Refreshing and Savage. Yep, making a trade with somebody, and I wanted to make sure that the one I was trading him was in tip-top shape, and found a crack in the plastic in the transmission. So I need to make sure he gets a good one. So you could say refreshing. What the? This transmission could use a good rebuild. Faux show. Pretty sure that is the same piece here. Yeah. Right there where my thumb's at. Kind of had a blowout. At one point these brakes weren't catching very well. I wonder if it was because of that. Good for about a 47 video. Good for about a quart. We still doing the dual exhaust. Well, let's see. This needs to be cleaned up. This is pretty nasty. Yeah, I don't know. Without opening up another one of these, I couldn't say 100% sure. I mean, kind of looks the same, but I think it's a little bit different design on the newer ones, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. It might be the same. It's been a while since I've opened them up and looked. Alright, I need to go clean this up real quick. Take me like 2 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Man, these trucks I got from that one particular guy, I don't know why. They're like the stickiest dirty things I've ever messed with. Oh, I didn't even get it all. Alright, one more try. Alright. This time should be better. Man, I don't know what it is. I've never seen such sticky dirt. Must be that Arizona dirt. Arizona mountain dirt. Still didn't get it all. Anywho, I got 2 speeds and all the same in the Savage. I'm thinking that they are. Did you ever finish that connecting rod, brother? Thought who was his wife? Northeast Moms, what's up? Schumacher. Hey bro, you need to go swim, fart nitro and smell the beauty and you should be fine. Nitro fumes cure everything. Yeah, the rain's been kind of ridiculous. Of course, it's monsoon season down here, so it's expected. In case any of you guys were watching eBay and looking for those vintage Savage tires, there was like 5 different sets that popped up, and I bought them all. The only one that I could tell for sure had a cracked and dry rotted tire. There's only one set. The rest of them look good, but we'll find out when they show up. Yeah, I'm talking like these. I like these old tires. Let's see. Yeah, got most of it off. I don't know. Wow, this stuff has like sticky dirt just stuck to it. Like I've never seen such stickiness in dirt before. Should be picking up that Tamiya TRF 801 XT tomorrow. Hell yeah. Don't know much about it, but any RC is a good RC. New stuff from off last year, they weren't evenly glued. Oh, these tires? Yeah, I've actually got I got one brand new set at the house that's never even been taken out of the package. Them things cost me $140 like 2 years ago. All the ones that I picked up this weekend were like $40-50. One of them, the guy was for sure could tell one of the tires was dry rot, and he wanted 40. And I'm like, well, you got 3 good tires, $30, and he did it. So a little bit of a discount. So now we'll peel off one whole side, and then pop all the screws out and drop that transmission. Start swapping it out. Hybrids in the house. What's up? Nitro Truggies are badass. Oh, that's what you're talking about, the TRX 801? That's not for sure. I'm gonna hem some parts. Huh? What are you saying, Offna? I'm gonna hem some parts. Oh, he breaks everything. Lawn darts. Hybrids in the house. What is up, my brother? That's what happens when you actually run your stuff. Yep, you lawn dart it for sure. Savage gonna be better than new. Yes, sir. So the guy that was building that 21 Ford decided he'd make a trade. And just going through this, I found a big old split here where the brake screw goes in the train. So we're gonna have to swap that out. We're gonna do our best. Let's see. So oh wow, what do you want to trade? So we run that 21, and he had fun with it. And then I whipped out this one here, the one I call the Willie King. And You can see the difference in the power, and decided that he wanted to trade. So yeah, I finally get myself a nice 21. Pretty clean, not very much runtime on it. And he's going to get himself a Savage that he can run and bash and not worry about tearing up a classic. I was like, dude, if you want something to tear up, man, I got something for you. Don't tear up that classic. He's like, nah, I just want to play around a little bit and blah, blah, blah. And we started running them. And, he was like, wow, I didn't know they were that fast. And then I seen how much fun this one was. Come on, get off there. Get off. What is your problem? Man. It's acting like it was super glued on there or something. The lawn dart thing sucks. Yeah, especially on one of those hard tracks. And you watch that chassis fold. That's no bueno. Don't you be giving me no problems. We ain't here to strip out any heads, we just want it to come apart. Nice. That's usually where the problem is. Nice. Love them works engines. Might have one for you to consider. Hell yeah, the works are badass engines. Nobody's gonna sell me nice stuff anymore. Dude, you got yourself a clean freaking Savage 21, man. Jelly over here, as the kids say. Ah. Hell, probably should have went with the other side. So it's got a lot more stuff to take out. Oh well. Forget about it. There we go. I got some light on this side. Let's see. Just reading RC Car Action, an article on OG Savage top speed 31 tops. Alright, Jester, take it easy, man. Appreciate you. Starter pin fell out of it today. Aw, that sucks. Is that common on the old 21s? I don't know. Never had the old 21 other than what I have now. It didn't snap, did it? Sometimes those pins will snap, or I've even had the springs break and then the pin just like sets inside there. Never just had it like come out though while it was in the engine. Get out of there. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely should have taken the other side off. This side here's got way more pieces to deal with. Oh well. Shoot. That's alright. Alright. So now we got that out of the way. Bearings, piston and sleeve. It's the original one of the original. Same chance of that on other engines though too. Yeah, I mean they're all the same. It's got the same tolerance in there. I've never seen them just like come out unless you know, when you're taking that back plate off, they can fall out. So maybe when putting the back plate on, it didn't get put in there correctly. But if you've started it and then now it's come out, I don't know. I've never seen that. And it's possible. Don't think it's snapped. That's it. 2 Savages, a Savage 21 done up with the Grave Digger body and the Jumbo Kongs. Other Savage 25 clean, but I cannot get the Go 28R to run right. I'm gonna throw the Kalari 30 on it. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, definitely should have done the other side. In a hole, stupid. Move that. She's a little banged up. I got a whole bunch of these at the house. I wish I had them here. I'm gonna have to give them a decent one before I leave this place. I might have a good one here. I don't know. So instead of trying to separate this from the engine plate, I'm going to pop the engine plate loose, drop the whole thing, and then it should come off a little easier that way. Alright, pop it loose. Nice. Sweet. Those are like the easiest ones to strip out on here. It never fails. They always strip. So kind of glad it came apart the way it did. So there's a Savage with no tranny and no engine. But now it allows me to get in there and clean it up a little bit more. Do a little bit more inspection, making sure there's no other broken plastics. It's trading me a pretty nice piece, so I want to make it as clean as possible. We'll finish cleaning that up in a little bit. And to get this thing completely ready to go, it's probably going to be over a couple of episodes, maybe even a few. And I got to paint a body for them, so it'll be a minute for it's 100% complete. Savage I worked on last year at the shop had random screws. A Phillips here, a hex there, diff hex here, flathead other side. I was laughing like, who has been working on this? Yeah, it's like people lose them and then they just grab the, what they have that'll fit. And yeah, it drives me nuts. I've gotten a few of them, taking them apart and they're like that. No, don't do it. There's some nasty grease on stuff. Amazing how dirty they get after just a gallon. Take it easy off, Hybrid. Thanks for coming and hanging out, gracing us with your presence, bro. All right, so now I'll pop this bad boy out. Damn it. Throwing screws on the ground. That's new furniture made really cheaply and poorly. Yep. I'm actually building a kitchen island, not an RC tonight. What? You need a new bench to put your RCs on? Fridge is full. Oh yeah. Kitchen islands are kind of cool. Alright. So yeah. There's the culprit. Do what, Northeast? Need a housing? Are you asking me if I need a housing? I hate when things fall down this crack. Got it. Oh, of course I pushed that one down there. Stay out of the crack. Man, so if that housing's in good shape. If not, I think I got another one here somewhere. Freaking kink in my neck. Sleeping funky. Yeah, a little bit of grease. Never hurt nobody. So get these screws out of there before I lose them. Probably hang on to this housing because it looked like it had a little, like a zip tie shoved in there to hold that in place. I don't know, we'll you need to put like super glue in there. Yeah, we'll definitely hang on to that. Exactly the same. I'm gonna put just a dab more grease on there. Make sure it's good. Because it was broken, right? Oh, you have one? Yeah, I got one, brother. If you got extras and want to donate, but man, I got plenty. Only problem is most of the stuff I have is back home. Get out of there. I know this thing comes dry and they don't say to put anything on it, but nothing wrong putting a little bit of lithium grease on your training gears. Yeah, I have people ask all the time why I strip them down. That's for reasons like that. It's easier to see stuff that's not 100%. You know, things will be broken, kind of like holding together, and you won't know it until you really start running it hard. And it's better to find out before you get out there if something's not running right. Go with my damn screwdriver. Oh my god, the non-magnet won't let go, the magnet won't hold on. Just be real careful if you're doing this with a drill. You don't want to strip out the plastic. Go through, and if they turn easy, give it a little spin. If they don't, just leave it alone and you'll strip it. Good as new. Header doing that too. Some picos be really picky. Tune them, tell it right, well, this is for sure. Became easier then. Those picos are a little stubborn. I got that one JL, and I think that's the only one that I've ever had. And it's been a little finicky. Where'd you go? There it is. Found it. Trust me, if you don't Loctite these, for those who've never seen these Savage, like drive cups. Come on, focus. It's like a pin with threads at the head. Opposite of most screws. Yeah, if you don't put some Loctite on there, it will come out for sure. Seems like most failures when running is that screw coming out. And everything just spins and doesn't work. I got 8 tanks on my clutch bell bearings and my speed channel bearing. They're fairly inexpensive. I know it's geared up so clutch slippage probably creates extra heat. That's cool if you got that much 8 tanks out of those bearings. It's quite a few tanks. Bearing fell apart yesterday. I remember I started going to the track with that Mugen. I don't even know how old the bearings were in there, but all of a sudden it just kept hearing squeak. It was more like a squeal. But yeah, those bearings were what you call dry. Dry as a bone. And yeah, they basically fell apart as well. Brakes work. Take it easy, Rob. Have yourself a good night, brother. Where'd you go? You know there's a little washer here somewhere. Well, it's gotta go there. Maybe it was just the one. I was thinking another washer went on top. But I think it's just the one that sits on the gear itself. Back it off, quarter turn. The little rubber cap. Yep. Nope. Blech. Cut the clutch bells. It has the big inner bearing, standard outers. That's a pain in the butt. I don't like it because then you've got two different size bearings that you gotta have in order. The Technos and the Losis have it. I mean, I don't know. It is what it is, but it's not something I prefer. Kind of a pain in the ass, if you ask me. Get this thing as clean as possible for old boy. I think these servos are going to be just fine. If he has any issues with them, I will gladly swap them out. Alright. We will take care of them for sure. Thank you, Alpha. Appreciate it. Anti here, what's up? Welcome back. Welcome back. Cleaning up the old beast of a Savage. Trading it for another Savage. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna say that they do or don't. I don't know. When the hole lasts longer. Okay, longer one in the back. Come on now. Come on, quit being so damn stubborn. Looks like everything's connected. There's same way engines designed last year. Huh? What's going on, Paige? How you doing, brother? Carlo is back. Out there is same way engine is designed minus oil. I guess I'm lost. Like always. Maxwell, what's up? You know how I couldn't find that Loctite, asking if I left it there? Well, I had brought that case that had the extra parts in it, and that's where I found it. Good times, good times. I like finding stuff in places that they're not supposed to be. It was just convenient at that time. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what weekend I'm coming, but thinking that we need to go hit up the sand dunes. What do you think? I think it sounds like good times. And love me a Savage, says Anti-Hero. Yeah, that's why I've got like probably damn near 30 of them. Everybody's got their preference, and my preference is a Savage. Oh, big bearing, inner, small. Oh, I get you. I get you. They want to try the Reds heavy duty clutch bell bearings, $15 from Amen. I've never tried them. Let me know what you think. Alright, so now comes the fun part. Okay, get out the way. Come on, you. Get in there. You get in there. You get in there. There we go. She's in like Flynn. Oh, was. I think bent. No. Not bent, just the way everything is sitting. Yeah, buddy, as soon as it cools off a little. Wait too long, it's gonna be racing season. I won't be able to make it. It'll be harder to make it. But I probably got to like mid-October because they're not gonna redo the track until like the first week or so of October. We were trading and swapping all last week. Trading and swapping. Did a nice little trade myself. Nothing wrong with a little trade. Little trade action. Oh, of course. Alright. So I go to put you in the hole. Don't dive off to the side and act like an idiot. Quit it. Sometimes you just gotta force it to do what you want. Hmm. What do we got here? So there's two. Make sure I'm going with the right screws. I think it's a mixture of screws. Maybe not this. Yourself clean with frames. Oh yeah? I like the one with the flames on the head. Ooh, what you shipping tomorrow, brother? Let's see. You get in your hole. Where's the damn hole at? Oh, I threw that one in. $24 mph, new world record. I gotta get one, always wanted one. Was that the 24? Turn my 2 kill shows, I'll roll for it. You doofus. There's nothing there. It's just metal to metal. There's no plastic behind it. It's right there. Careful. Oh, was a 21.7 port. It's 50% off. Well, you should sell it for another 50% off. Just keep the trend going. I'm gonna play with 9-port 21s. Yeah, them on roads, man, they got a lot of ports in them. probably put just a touch of Loctite on this guy. Otherwise, he's gonna come out. Often, I think if Pico made a sombrero, you'd want it too. Before I take it for what I can get. Yeah, we're all poor, brother. Alright. That's in, that's in. Now we need to finish putting these screws in. You can have all the ports you want and still get spanked by a 3-port. You know, yeah, the number of ports doesn't necessarily determine like the actual power. But if I remember correctly, Rex, he was saying those like when they've got all those ports in them, those are specific for like on-road because it's full throttle constantly, and I think it's to help keep them cool. Probably it serves a couple of other purposes, but if I remember correctly, that was part of it. We all nitro pour. 3-port Picos off-road. This is true. I mean, it's like the first off-road with more than 7 ports in it, probably. Because I know Reds has a 7-port. Ooh, not so hard. It's a 7-port, like a 7, like one of the new 721s or a 771 or 51 or something. One of the guys was running it. I'm pretty sure it was a 7-port. Okay. I'm surprised your truck ain't a nitro powered machine. Talking about my new one. I mean, it's turbo. We just pretend it's nitro. We drive it like it's nitro. Playing with the 3-port tracks, this is gonna be a hoop. Yeah, a little different than what you're used to. I could tell with that FX that I got from Nitro Pimp. You know, I put it in my truggy and took it to the track and fired it up. And one of the guys who was an FX runner, he knew exactly what I had. And I come walking by and he's like, dude, you can just hear the difference in the power that thing's putting out. So, I know exactly what you're talking about. Come on, just get out of there. Thank you. Oh, you're not talking to me. What's the quick method? Just put a couple tanks through it and tune it and give her hell? What is it? Kevin from Kevin Talbot says, break it in fast, it'll be fast. And breaking. Alrighty, well, she's back together. JSU, the new truck with the red interior. That's what that red interior is. That's nitro power, baby. Oh, I'm getting my cup all dirty. I don't know about nitro, but sure is nice having a turbo. That's the first turbo I've ever had. Okay, looks like I got all the screws in. Where's this stuff is gonna be from the other deal. Gonna do the Unto Drake certified 350 plus braking method. A little slow. I have a hard time understanding Talbot. Yeah, it's accents are hard, but I don't know. I guess if you listen to them enough, you just start to pick up on it. But oh, thanks, Alpha. Appreciate you, brother. About a drag car the other night used 50 gallons of nitro in the quarter mile. 50 gallons. That's an expensive, what do they call it, a pass? That's an expensive pass. Yeah, more than likely I'll end up redoing this before this guy, before I get shipped out of town. We got a whole year. So at some point, if the diffs need to be redone, I'll definitely hook them up. Chewbacca method. 13,000 horsepower. Wow. Mouth full of marbles. You know, and this isn't, I'm not saying this to make fun of him, but it might explain why it's hard to understand for some people. I didn't think about it or even like realize it at first, but somebody was, you know, I was showing one of the videos and they were like, I think he has a speech impediment. And I'm like, what? I mean, I guess if you listen to him talk, he doesn't necessarily sound like everybody else around him. Maybe he does. I don't know, but maybe that's why you don't understand him very well. It's like when somebody's talking in a different accent, I can't tell if they're not talking properly. is that a 36 dynamite? A 28, so a 4.6. Right? Yeah, .28 and 4.6. Yeah, it's a dynamite 28. I think you can get it set and it moves on you. Yeah, one that's got to have a good experience with a strong engine, so I took this one over the weekend, and he liked the power, so I had a feeling he would, like the difference in power between these two. Come on, stay like that. Yeah, he is pretty funny. So my eyes are getting really bad from emphysema. Emphysema affects your eyes? I didn't know that. That should be a good mesh. Is this your Savage? So this is one that I rebuilt a couple years ago. I've got some videos out on it. I nicknamed it the Wheelie King because if you check back through my lives, I did it in a live and I made a short of it. Check back through my shorts, you'll see the Wheelie King, and basically rode like a quarter-mile wheelie with this thing. These Dynamite 28s have so much torque. And I wanted that 21 that I was rebuilding last week really bad. And the guy said he wanted this one for the trade. So, I've got more of these engines and plenty of these trucks. So, yeah, I guess you could say this was mine. It's not anymore. I just told him I wanted to get it, I wanted to tear it down and make sure everything was good. Make sure I was giving him a clean truck. Yes, and the piston and sleeve's the exact same as the K46 that HPI. I think they were putting them in the SS kits, but it's got the silver block and it's got the purple head with the cutouts. A beautiful engine, runs very strong. One of my favorites. I mean, it's not the most powerful out there, but one of the prettiest. If you're going to be able to keep that 21. Yep, me too. Thank you. Always wanted a nice clean one. Of course, the only one that I ever had, I couldn't bring myself to open the box, so now Pimp has it. Pimp didn't care. He was going to open that box. I just couldn't bring myself to open up a box from 2002 that was still had the factory seals on it. I just couldn't do it. So yeah, very happy with it. I'd never ran a 21 Savage before, and I assume being that it's 21, it's, you know, they're not going to have the same power as these. That's why they kept upgrading and eventually made it to the 4.6 and then even made the XL with that 5.9. Very fun to play with, but man, it's after playing with these bigger engines, like power wise, it's a little underwhelming. Still sounds really cool, looks freaking badass. So like no complaints, but yeah, I never knew just how underpowered they actually were. I mean, you can just kind of guess at it, but until you actually like play with one, it's pretty obvious how much difference that there is. But I'm glad to have it in my collection. It is sitting right there, right where it belongs. All right, Northeast, take it easy, brother. I guess I didn't notice. It said it was going to bed. Let's see. Unsealed 2 levels are high. Looks like I've been staring into a welder all day. I get you. Let's see. I wouldn't be able to either. Oh yeah, she's pretty. I'll give you a little bit. I'll give you a little bit closer of a look. See. Yeah, and that's why I like it. I mean, it's a beautiful truck. And I don't care what truck they're on. I love these wheels. I boiled these off of other rims, and then I ripped off the rubbers that were on these rims because these had good hexes and shit rubber, and the other ones were shit hexes and good rubber. But yeah, I love those rims. And I'm gonna take that antenna out. I think the antenna looks goofy, but yeah, one of my favorites. Favorite visuals, Not the strongest, but what a classic. Yeah, exactly. I drool over it too, Hero. I wasn't like begging the guy, but I kept throwing it out there. And at first he was like, yeah, I'll hang on to it for a couple of months, just play around with it. And then he said, before you leave, I'll definitely sell it to you. And he kept wanting to, because I told him, that somebody had one for sale on eBay for like $700, and of course they did a price drop on it. But he was like, I'll sell it to you for $700. And I was like, man, you done played $400 out of it. So we kept going back and forth, and it was kind of two things I think that changed his mind. Once I fired this one up and he seen the power, and then the one-way bearing kept going out in that truck, which, by the way, I ordered this Saturday and it showed up today. So had to get me a new one-way in case anybody's interested. 1430, and they're still available. But and he wanted to see me start it a couple times, make sure that one-way bearing wasn't going out of it. But yeah, so very happy. I just kept telling him, I was like, man, can't destroy this truck. It's got to sit on a shelf. He's like, I don't want to destroy it. But then once we started like really playing, I think he started getting the bug. He really wanted to, to get a little crazy with it. But I told him in the end, it doesn't matter. It's your truck. Just do not destroy it. I was like, this one already has a scratched head on it. You can do whatever you want to it. Oh yeah, I definitely saved her. Can't remember my new off any I've tried. Oh, I know it's hard. Yeah, very excited to have it in my possession. I was very grateful and thankful that that he parted with it. Very, very happy. Yeah, I think everything else with this is good to go. I mean, it still, you know, turns over. The one-way bearing works just fine. I think that was one of his main concerns after dealing with that other truck, that the one-way bearing kept popping on it. Like, I don't know who all like heard it last week, but I think it was Raw or somebody was talking about getting those off of Amazon, and they said that it kind of looked red on the inside, and I was like, oh, this one's red. Sure enough, I got like 3 or 4 pulls out of that one that I put in the back of the engine on the show, and it just literally blew up. I took it apart and all the rollers were inside of it, like just fell apart basically within itself. You might hydro it if you put aftermarket oil in it. Hydrolock it. I'll put a dab of oil in there just for the hell of it, but I'm gonna be the one firing it up when I take it back to him. Just show him everything works, and I'll make sure he can do it on his own before I go. And you know, basically anything that needs to be done with, he's gonna have me do it. He doesn't. He's never really messed with it. I don't think he really truly wants to actually work on it. I don't know what you're gonna do when I'm gone, but we're gonna have to learn. So you never know. He may get tired of it, and I may buy it back from him. Come on, I want to get you in that zip tie. No, he's a good dude. It was cool meeting him. We had a good time. So I don't know how many of you guys run Savages and have ever dealt with this coming off of that nipple. I've had them pop out a few times. And of course you can't like zip tie this around this and it just hold tight and never move. It's always going to slide because of the way that's shaped. But with it around that and you push it up on there tight, it holds it in place. Since I've been doing that, I haven't had that pop off. So if anybody else is experiencing that, having issues, that's your fix. Let's make sure that's good. Happy New Year 21-2, hell yeah. Yeah, it's you know, your one-way bearing's gonna go out, and you gotta get the right one. He said his buddy had bought him. It was one of those 2 packs for $20 or whatever. I mean, this original one here, I think it was maybe 20, I don't remember. I just saw it and hit buy. But yeah, I got that and 2 packages of the clutch shoes, and shit. I purchased them on Saturday and they were here today. I couldn't believe it. From New Hampshire all the way to Phoenix in like 2 days. That's unheard of in the world of buying parts on eBay. No, this is a very good truck. These engines, if you can find one and get a hold of one, these are badass. Of course, Big Red's a little bit stronger, but man, for being a good budget engine, these engines are great. RC Adventures, what's up, brother? How you doing? Yeah, I need to find out for sure what he wants to do with the wheels, because some of these hexes were a little rounded, and I actually glued the hex inside there. And I don't want to give him something that is half-ass. So I'll let him make the decision. Living in Arizona, lived near Flagstaff for a while. Yeah, I'm down in Phoenix. I've been here about a year. I'll be here another year, and then probably off to El Paso. It's only for work, but it's pretty cool down here. Or I mean, it's hot, but you know, I like the scenery. I think the mountains and the desert, even though it's just desert and mountains, I think they're real pretty. So I enjoy it. But it's getting to be past my bedtime. I'm running a little late on this one. Another long, boring live. As some would say. Not too far from me. I'm in New Mexico. We're at New Mexico. I drove all the way through New Mexico to get here. I hope you're not going to say Gallup, because Gallup's kind of a dump. Albuquerque. Oh yeah, you know what? On the west side, when you leave Albuquerque, you get up on top of the big hill, and then you get off on that exit and cross over the highway, and it's got that love station sits right over on the south side of the highway. I've actually spent the night there about 3 or 4 different times on my trip coming out here to Phoenix. So, hell yeah. Pretty cool. Albuquerque's pretty cool looking when you drive through. It's like it's all just down inside a valley with mountains on both sides of it. And it's a lot bigger than what I thought it was. I know exactly what you're talking about. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool up there. Yeah, when I travel, I try not to waste money on a hotel. I just lean the seat back and get a few hours of sleep, and I'm back on the road. I think that's 6 hours from Phoenix. And roughly 12 hours from Kansas City. It's there's all these, all the cities along the way. It kind of tells you what your time frame is and where you're at and how much longer you got. You do it enough times, you just kind of memorize where everything's at and where your time frame is. Alright, everybody, hate to cut her short, but it's getting late. I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. We will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. We're gonna finish this off, and we're gonna start figuring out what we're gonna do for the body. I gotta figure out exactly what color he wants. But yeah, like I said, stoked. I got the 21. I'm glad you guys get to hang out and enjoy the adventure with me. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you very much. Often the guy says, take care all and burn all your nitro. Be nice to each other. Respect. Have yourselves a good night. Thank you very much. And until next time, much love and peace.